Hello and welcome back. Last time we was able to extend this ship a little bit, but then we made a discovery. This little videotape, which I'm actually confused about. Like, we got a message saying we should go to what was it called? I can't see the mission actually. We got to go to the flotilla to meet someone. Yeah, what mysteries could await? I wrote that. Wrote it down. So I'm gonna get myself some food and a drink and head there. In game, of course, because I already got my monster here. So, as per usual. What should we have today? Uncheck that, I guess. Let's have an alligator. But clearly, it's not real alligator, is it? Because, well, something happened on Earth, right? Oh, not even. Oh, that's thirstiness. Okay, never mind. You keep this here then. I mean, I'm only going to the flotilla, which is another like sort of habitable zone. So yeah, no, it's not very far. So now I do not know what we would find there, but no harm in finding out, I suppose. That being said, it could kill us. Yeah, I honestly don't trust it because, well, I have trust issues. Okay, now we just head there. We're gonna be a bit of a drive. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Am I crashing into the side of it? I am. I am crashing it. There we go. All sorted. It'll take about an hour to get there. Game time. I wonder, is this like real time? Like clock it like tick tick? Probably is. I'm just probably being silly. Well, yeah, let's just do that 500. And we can probably sort something out. I got the tape on me still, right? Yeah. Okay, okay, that's something. What was that? Welding tool. Oh yeah. I was actually meant to get another battery, wasn't I? Drats. I mean, there's no real point to it. Okay, oops. Let's just let's yeah, I don't want to do that. Not with you guys watching. Remember cheating death. Long for a better love life. Yeah, cheating death. Surely we done it a few times. Browse social apps. Quite while we're waiting. Okay, you flick through the local social networks of your PDA. Shooters suck. What's that? News about attractive women. Let's write home. What is a strata? Okay. Yeah, I'm bored now. So let's just quickly get there. Oh my. Yeah, there's nothing in the way now. Wait, there's probably like a few ships here and there. Yeah, I'm just gonna increase the speed a bit more because, well, I'm actually eager to see what the story has in store for us. Like, it didn't say who I should meet. Maybe I should just ask around about Inhaler 3 or what have you. So yeah. What I like about the Flotilla is like I don't need to pay docking fees. So I can just go in and go out. Unlike some places. Yeah. So we'll be there in about 15 minutes. So we just get to 150. Good lord. It is much further away than I thought it was going to be. I mean, we still got battery power, we got fuel. Okay. When that's 500, I'll start decreasing. I think I'll decrease to 500 myself. There we go. I'm gonna get there a bit slower, but maybe the 500 wasn't good. And I have to increase it to 700 anyway. Pay the fees. Okay, now we should increase. Okay, we'll just let this drift in for a bit. Yeah, I can't quite place the flavor of the original monster. Like, it tastes like a berry of sorts, but can't quite place it. Okay, we're here. Nope, wrong one. Okay, look. Wait, no, it's Flotilla. Wait, where is it? Nice and gently. Now, I don't know what to expect here, so I'm gonna take this with me. You never know, it might actually be useful. The Flotilla. From outside, the flotilla looks like an impossible place. A hodgepodge of dead ships welded together at odd angles, entire hulls recognized and intact, as if a star collapsed. Oh, 1 second. Someone's texting me. They can wait. A hodgepodge of dead ships welded together at odd angles, entire hulls recognized and intact, as if a dark star collapsed and sucked half of the boneyard into a single doomed point. Inside, it's a twisting warren of corridors leading to cabins of varying, vague, ever-shifting purpose. Trash and shadows gather in every corner. Figures dart and huddle and leap and lie in heaps. A distinct melange of odors lend the place an air of tawdry, exotic food, cigarettes, ozone, urine, perfume. Apparently, it all started. Oh, where'd it go? I need to stop scrolling like that. Apparently, it all started with a humble savage pod and a pissed off spacer. Accounts differ as to whether she was dodging criminals or law enforcement or simple docking fees. But in any case, she flew her little Ryoka Tu-77A about 3,000 clicks outside of 1036 Ganymede, welded it to the side of the reactor-powered Testudo miner, and parked there for good. Her tantrum wouldn't have mattered if it weren't for a clever bit of engineering. She managed to hack together a controller for her RCS package, and it perfectly mimicked the oblong, years-long orbit of Ganymede. Soon after that, a heavy hitter in the criminal underworld caught wind of a spot outside the prying eyes of Yotama security, moved its outfit on board, and the rest is history. Sordid, bloody, vile history. Now, years on, the flotilla has ripened into a refuge of criminals, thieves, freedom finders, the insane. It's become a catch-all for anyone who refuses to hack it in the dead-end labor of grind of a Yotama sponsors on K-Leg station. There are no cops, no docking fees, a scrap trade for hull parts which keeps the economy humming, along with the weapons broker, various drug dealers, and the odd humanitarian. Still, despite all this, there's something to admire about the flotilla and the desperate people aboard it. Unlike K-Leg, where everyone has their hand in each other's pocket, the spaces here are bound by something stronger than a contract. The simple fact is that they share needs that can only be met by relying on one another. The need to eat, the need to sleep, the need to breathe. There's a certain pride into living here, an enduring knowledge that despite the fact that you might get stabbed in the liver, at least you won't die wearing a Yachtsman t-shirt. People really don't like Yachtsman, do they? Okay. Smiley! That's who we need to see. Smiley 76. Hold up. Okay. Let's go. Let's talk to Smiley. Ask to meet Smiley. Okay, I'm actually getting nervous. Okay. The man has a high forehead and a receding hairline. His hair. Sorry. Pardon me. I'm getting excited. His hair, where it's growing, is long, reaching past his shoulders. He should be old, but his unblemished skin doesn't put him past 30. He wears large trifocal glasses and a wide, placid smile. Are you Smiley? You ask from the message thread. Namaste, he says, and Jit Raho, I am he. You murmur non-committedly. I have the videotape. Do you know what it is? What it does? His smile grows wider. It plays videos, or it should, but If it's like the others, it's broken. But you've watched them. I have watched them. How? You keep a lid on your impatience. Smiley looks up and down the axis. Oh, good lord! The axis way conspiratorially. There's an average amount of people around the flotilla. Axis ways, which is to say some, and the average amount of interest in your conversation, which is to say none. Not here, he said. Inside. Smiley vanishes into the residence. Follow him inside. I don't like this man. You push through the heavy fabric that many dorms use to partition their HVAC bills. Inside, inside is a wide common room with a low ceiling. Underfoot is a haphazard array of futons and padded flooring, all oriented toward a wall screen. There's a kitchenette in back. Smiley waits for you cross-legged on a futon. Halo of hair gently settling on around their shoulders. You take a seat opposite him. Show me, he says. You produce the videotape. His eyes light up. Oh damn! He whoops. You. Maybe that was probably the wrong way to say it, but you let him yank it from your hands. This is the real deal, he says, poring over it, testing a sticker's binding agent with pinched fingers. Like I told you, we've got a bunch of the others. A 2, a 7, and a handful of 8s. Our first 3. You clear your throat. He refocuses on you, eyes blinking behind his enormous glasses. Right. What is it? It's a video, but what's on the video? Freaky shit, man. Freaky shit. People say some kind of ritual. Who am I? Nobody. Who are we? We are. You know, whoever wants to watch. We get together, watch them, compare notes, theorize, argue. It's like a little club. Get me? You nod, considering it a ritual. He waved dismissively. I'll show you if you want. Don't fret. This is a huge day for us. It's been ages since we had something new. I'm entirely at your disposal. I'll have to see another tape. Smiley never really loses his trademark dopey smile, but it dims and brightens as it latterly does now. I was hoping you asked to see one. He cues up the video on the wall screen. The player sits tantalizingly still on the first frame, the big pause symbol blocking the view. Smiley insists on first making a batch of his special popcorn, like the food carts do, but better. While he hums from the kitchenette, you study the frame of the video you can see. It's a study in harsh light. The camera and the subject are EVA. The top half of the frame is the dark side of the asteroid, the gentle curve of a horizon where the black body becomes a curtain of stars. Such suggests it is a small rock, 100 meters across, if that. A muted pop from behind you announces the first kernel's expansion. Beneath the asteroid, hanging motionless while the videos pause, the harsh silhouette of a spacesuit. Their arm is outstretched, gesturing up toward the surface like Adam reaching out to God. The picture is so grainy, pockmarked by imperfection. It could be due to the ISO or whatever what this was captured on. But Smiley said this here was taken from the cellulose tape, like the one you have. So who knows when the imperfections were first introduced? Smiley suddenly reappears behind you, making you start. He waggles a bowl of popcorn. Ready? He says. First time through, I won't say a thing. Then if you like, we can watch again and I can give you the extras commentary track. He offers you a bowl. Watch the film. The video plays. The motionless figure comes to life. At the apex of its arm's reach, a gas jet flares from its wrist. A flicker across the dark suggests a projectile fired up into the asteroid with a long, trailing cable. The cable snaps taut, and the spacesuit flies up into the asteroid's penumbra. An enormous spacesuit helmet slides in front of the camera, its faceplate a brilliant reflection of the starry night. And that silent terror unique to a spacewalk. It drifts past the camera, offering a brief thumbs up, then fires its own grapple after the first suit. As the second spacesuit travels travels, up becomes down, and it's falling. The camera's POV shifts to one side, and the tape abruptly has a cut. Inserts flash past too quickly to properly read. An alphanumeric string 1 to 400, a litany of memtest logs, the Voltaire University logo, which seeks into chintzy orientation video ripped straight from the interplanetary net. Audio snaps on, too loud after the silence, playing over lunar students relaxing in a campus dorm. Over 10,000 future fellows per intake. You're bound to find a partner of a life. Students play a friendly scrimmage game of breakout in a refectory hall. That's how BNW is securing the future of our system today. Students pose in the iconic Voltaire quadrangle, laughing. The camera pulls back past the BNW CEO. He turns the camera, smiling. Are you prepared for tomorrow? It seizes on Oro, then dark and silent. Cut. A thin strip of light cuts across the screen, revealing a rock fissure. The torch shines briefly back to the camera, a halo eating everything. It shines away. Its welder is inching gingerly through the gap in the rock, judging by the motion of the camera. So is the person filming. Cut. A black star, a black sun, the universe around it cast in white, like a photo negative or infrared. Its surface roils. Is it soul? Can't say. Audio builds an intermittent digital staccato, repeating faster and faster until it becomes a voice, and then a cacophonous scream. Cut. Oh, brave new world, says the CEO, reading from a teleprompter that has such people in it. He gestures to his flock of happy undergrads. Cut, someone calls. The undergrads dissolve into a backlit white wall. The CEO wilts against a blank LED's volume. We got it, another voice says reassuringly. Thank fucking God, he says, turning off screen. I get to the very end. Tell marketing to give me simple sentences. Cut. Torches play over another unlit cavern of the asteroid. One of the two spacesuits comes over to the camera's POV. Arms reach out. The POV shifts and settles. Violently? No. It's framing. The spacesuit drifts away. Overhead lights snap on, bright and powerful. A small prefab room, barely more than a sealed plastic bubble, expanded into the rock wall. In the center of the chamber, something enormous glitters. An effigy, humanoid, long and bulbous head, arms crossed over its torso. Detailed inscriptions scrollwork in its sides give it the seeming of a human asleep. An effigy, no, a sarcophagus. It is made of perfect gold. The media player reaches the end of the track. To brief what you watched. I don't like that. What is it? Static, I hear. You let out a pent-up sigh. What to make of this? It could be anything. It could be nothing. Either way, there's no mystery how it grabbed the attention of a bunch of bored engineers. You look at Smiley. Smiley looks at you. Say you're intrigued. I have to admit, you tell him. It's pretty cool. Yes, he says. I knew you'd say that. You have good taste. Should we hear? I think we should hear Smiley's extra commentary. Then we go to 3. Smiley eagerly runs the video back and begins pointing out every detail he knows, and a few he probably doesn't. We've tried tracking down where we are to start with, he says, gesturing to the asteroid and its starfield. Molly too spent weeks trying to triangulate the coordinates from these constellations and the angle of the sun. I think it drove her a little bit mad. What did she learn? Smiley snorts. That is somewhere in the belt, he says. Fat lot of good that did us. We had better luck with the grapple rigs. They are rare enough that there's only a couple of belter communities that use them, and a couple of asteroid groups. Since their heyday in the colony rush, of course, it was filmed then, which we don't know. Then we're back to square one. What will you find out? What will you do if you find out, you ask? Go there? Smiley laughs, but the mirth fades quickly. Nah, we're stuck here. Let Smiley fast forward. Smiley skips through until the university advertisement. Okay, now this is Voltaire University, right? Luna. That's Earth up there, he says. There it is. You agree. So with this part, what's crazy is there's no such ad officially. He says, I did the legwork myself. Kind of went nuts calling around everyone I could who'd answered an email on Luna, asking to dig through the archives and so on. I watched a lot of ads looking for this. Something in his tone says it was hundreds and hundreds of hours of media. So it's a fake ad. Smiley chews a popcorn thoughtfully. Don't know. There's a small holy war in the club over whether this part's AI or not. It's an offshoot from the main war over whether all the tapes are AI or not. A total quagmire then. You saw the CEO's frozen smile and compare it with Smiley's. Perhaps there's kinship there. You seem to have an opinion on it, you say. Oh yeah, he says. He says readily. I know it's not AI, because it's not trying to sell me something. Let Smiley fast forward more. He fast forwards again, throwing out a comment here and there, and holds it on the sarcophagus. You take a good minute and study it in closer detail, as close as the resolution and uneven lighting will allow. Now, you say, what's going on here? That is the $1 million question, he says soberly. We don't know. And that's all you have to say, you don't know. His smile dims a little. That's the long story short. The short story, medium, is that the sarcophagus comes up here in number 2 and again in number 8. The numbers are meaningless, he corrects himself. Not meaningless, but not in chronological either. What is it? A big gold human effigy, he says. I don't know. The people in the videos, they seem to revere it. They worship it. In the other video, they put all kinds of science gizmos around it and talk to it or pray, but there's no audio. It's like a Gnostic, new age, high-tech religion. If only the ancient Egyptians could see this now. There must be a reason, you say. People don't worship things for no reason. Smiley mulls over the idea. I suspect, he says. People worship what they're told to. Now let's see take 3, the one we brought, right? No can do. What? What do you mean? What? No can do, he says. He indicates your tape is a dud. There's a video in there somewhere, but the first thing we did, this was going back. Bacho and Xavier kept bashed in a working VHS player. We had to reverse engineer ahead this little needle thing to read the tape. And order it from a file on Venus. We had to hound down some weirdo on Luna who insisted he had the real copies of the POW and NTSC video standards. And then he ghosted us, blah blah blah. That's kind of how the group got started. And long story short, we made a working VHS player. We think it worked with some other tape we found at auction, but our damn tape wouldn't play. Know why? There's no way you could know, but he's enjoying telling the story, and he doesn't wait for you to answer, because it's a fake. It's not a VHS tape. It's a plastic replica holding a spool of modern analog cellulose film. Venus stock, where the cellulose comes from. We had never actually opened the damn thing to check. You have an obvious question coming, but it's bugging you for a while, so you just come out with it. Why would someone make this? We don't know. That's why it's so fascinating. We're running a pool. He brings up the spreadsheet on the wall screen. Xavier has 300 on an ARG. Molly Lou thinks it's outsider art. Molly 2 thinks it's aliens. Umberto thinks, he rolls his eyes, it's final proof that the universe is a simulation that's beginning to unravel. We don't like him very much, but he put down a lot of cash, so whatever. Ask to see tape 3 again. How, you say? How, you say, accessing a well of patience that you never knew possessed. Do we see what's on my tape then? Easy, says Smiley. There's a woman here on the Flotilla. She digitizes them for us. Eisenbahn Cruz. They take it to her and tell her I sent you. Or don't. I don't think she likes me very much. That sucks, you say neutrally. In any case, you have to call her on her. You have to call her on her intercom. You'll find it at the door, right down the hall from here. Smiley continues. She doesn't get out much. He gives you the intercom door location on the Flotilla, down the hall and one turn away. And can you promise to bring back a copy to us? Finders keepers, salvage rights, etc. But he says apologetically, I've already organized a watch party tonight. Everyone's losing their mind, dying to see a new tape. Would you come? You'd be the hero of the hour. I'll see what I can do. I think, is it the same one as before? Ah, yeah, no, it's the same one. You leave in search of Eisenbahn crews. Well, that was something. Now we just need to find an intercom, right? Well, we can find Eisenbahn crews, actually. One turn away. Oh, there's a coffee machine there. Leah Meadow. Okay, am I? So this is Smiley 76. Justin Simon. Leah Meadow or Isaac Maynard. Okay, we need to find an intercom or something, right? Oh my. Okay, for a second there I thought I lost it. Okay, where is it? I don't see anything. Or am I being silly? I'll tell you what. Turn this on so I can see something. Oh. What's this? An infrared sensor. Passive sensor by NASA Outer Space Command. Fix it. Oh, okay, that's... Okay, so this is where I came in. I saw Smiley walk up this way. That's a kiosk. Okay, now I'm really confused. They said down a hall. Maybe this is it. What? Okay, Isaac Meadow again. I think this is the original part of the ship, wasn't it? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing there. Oh my, something beeped. I'm not sick. Okay, hold up. Is there a goal I can do? I can look for her. That's me. Okay, that's Smiley. We've already talked about as much as we can. Justin's... Okay, am I being silly? CO2 scrubber, CO2 cottage, toolbox, toolbox. Oh, battery charger floor, thrusters. Okay, I'm not seeing much. It did say I got to find it, right? Hold up. Okay, hold up. Energizing with thingamajig. Okay, that's a reactor. Okay. Oh, it's not. Wait, Isaac Maynard. No, I don't want to do anything right now. Not like that. I just want to find this Eisenbard lady. Okay, actually, well, let's get coffee. Hmm. Um, let's try the. Let's try this. Might be like something I can contact her on this. A Smiley. Because so far there's only about 4 people here. Oh, oh, go ahead, dropping everything. Smiley Eric. Oh, hold up. Hold up. So wait, I saw her. See, we like so she does exist. Residential block 1. Where is that? Okay, let's actually get to the thing then. Files, roster, not roster. Oh no. Is she all the way there? No. No, I don't have to. I can't actually go all the way there. Jesus. Hold up. Hold up. No. I don't believe it. Stop quietly. Okay, maybe there's like a little glitch that happened. Oh, I don't know what that is. But no, it looks like we got to go to all the way to the Mojave. Ay. Okay. Well, that's like later down the line. We need to get a reactor or something, or at least a whole bunch of batteries, because we can't go there now. Like, look how far away it is. Good lord. Anyway, I guess I'll have to leave the episode here then. Though it is intriguing. Anyway, speak to you guys soon. Cheerio.